Don't blink. It's your boy. Today we're starting. Okay, wait a second. Don't blink. It's your boy. Welcome to the show. Guys, we're doing well. So having a wonderful day on this 24th February 2025. Today is a very specific video. It's a very special video. It's a video that came out of the blue. So what ended up happening is I was talking to someone and they had a PSP of Naruto. Today we're talking about Naruto. Hello. And I was talking about Naruto because he had the PSP of Naruto. And then I was supposed to say, he's like, oh, it's cool that you know Minato. And in my head, I'm like, well, wait, everybody knows about Minato. But then I had to talk about the anime because the anime explained who Minato is more than the manga. I'm gonna get some water and I'll be right back. No, we can wait. Tokyo Ghoul, 54 minutes. Shit. 1 hour, I'm gonna have to stop the stream. So then I start talking and I want to showcase how well written the characters are. So Naruto, I always ask myself why do I like Naruto so much? And narratively speaking, okay, so I'm gonna be completely fucking honest. And again, you can come at me, I don't care. Narratively speaking, I do believe Bleach is better written. The plots are better in Bleach. The plots are better in Bleach. However, One Piece, the fact that it's still going strong after 30 years is amazing. However, I do want to talk about Naruto and why Naruto is so good. And Naruto is so good because of the character, but also between the link of the characters. So I was talking about Minato and why I like him. Then I went on a side tangent and I start blabbing and blabbing and blabbing and blabbing. But then in the babbling, I thought it was actually a cool video to do. So I wanted to do the cool video, and it's the character, and it's sad because I never saw the anime. So I'm gonna be, but it's sad. It's a good thing because I get to watch it for the first time. But in the Naruto universe, I think the link between those characters are the best. So the reason why I wanted to make a video on Naruto, the reason why I wanted to do a video on the subject is because of this ad. And I swear to fucking God, I swear on everything that's precious. Everything that's precious. I swear on ninja waves. I didn't wear this hat because I was talking about Naruto. It's just a freaking like lucky coincidence. The best thing about Naruto is actually the fact that they talk about reincarnation a lot. So this is a rehash. If you saw the TikTok question, we're talking about Minato, you already know what I'm going to talk about. But if you didn't, then this is kind of purposeful. So Naruto, and again, I didn't see Boruto, I didn't see the movie of Naruto, I didn't see the anime of Naruto. The anime is a bit better because the anime will showcase more of Minato, but it also will showcase more of, for example, Temari and Shikamaru, right? And Temari and Shikamaru, their relationship, you don't know why until you watch the anime, and then you realize why. The beautiful thing about Naruto is the reincarnation concept, right? And this is what makes characters so cool and so well put together. This is Tokyo Ghoul. This is the best mobile game I've played in a long ass time. I fucking love this game. I fucking love this game. You guys have no idea how much I love this game. It's so fucking fun. Like, you get to build the characters. I wish it was a game of Naruto like that, because this is really, really, really well done. I've been playing every single day for 4 months. I don't know if you're good at math. That's 120 days. We've been doing multiple hours per day. That's over 300 hours in 4 months, which is crazy. So coming back to the sheeps, coming back to our ninjas. The beautiful thing, and I've always I've watched Naruto, of course, a couple of times, right? And then my perception of Naruto changed because you mature as a person, but more so you mature as a person, but more so you understand the universe of Naruto. And weirdly speaking, I don't know if it's because it's an Asian country, but I get a lot of feeling from reincarnation of Naruto. For example, you got these kids. I don't know their name. The kids of the Sage of the Sixth Path, which are reincarnated in Naruto and Sasuke. But also, I think Naruto does it very well to explain is the will of the fire, the will of the Leaf Village, the will of the, I don't remember how he called it, but Iruzen talks about that. It's like the will of the Fire Nation. And why is this so good? Is because fuck, I forget that there's no mic on this one. So I think I'm gonna stop here. Yeah. Oh shit! I got a couple of energy. I got too much energy left. Energy, which I'm gonna be using for. Give me a sec. I'm so sorry, guys. For fuck's sake, think you're dumb or what? Organization. So basically speaking, the Will of Fire, which is the reincarnation, is actually so good because the way it's written, and for that I'm gonna say the plot is so good, but that is not the main plot of the story. So we're talking, for example, talking about Naruto and Minato. So for example, talk about Jiraiya, right? How it is cool because we'll go all the way. You want to go all the way? Cool. So the person was talking about how Minato is the strongest, right? Minato was also super important, and again, it all comes down to um, Jesus and the Star Wars because they have it all to do together. No, I'm not gonna be able to. When I stop here, that's it. So basically speaking, the reason why I love Minato and Jiraiya so much is because so the first village was created by it's so fucking funny. The village was created by Tenju, and the way they explain the characters, for example, Madara. Naruto is really good because of his characters. For example, you take Madara. Some of these characters are really well written. Um, Itachi, one of the best written character of the story. Itachi, once again, the less you know about him, the better it is, because if you knew about him, you would know that he's not the kind of guy to betray his whole family. And when you learn his story, it's one of the best written story. Take a character like Obito. You only learn of Obito when you listen to the backstory of Kakashi, but there's ends of it. Kakashi always goes to visit the grave. He always talk about how he hates fighting because he killed Rin with his Shidori, right? And even then, teaching Sasuke to the Shidori. And then it's kind of crazy because when you see Kakashi teaches Sasuke the Shidori, and a couple seconds after, Sasuke uses it versus Naruto. Well, a couple of seconds, you know what I mean, right? And he uses the Kakashi. It's weird, dude. It's weird because imagine you use this technique to kill someone that's close to you, and then you teach your student because he wants to have a technique, right? And it's not really clear as to why he teaches um that's why he teaches Sasuke the Shidori, and I think it's because he's strong, but I think it's because you see that. So, for example, right, Sasuke, because he's a Uchiha, he has a fire nature, right? So when you look at it, and when the fact that he's able to summon Kairin, which is his strongest move, was thanks to Shidori. Shidori created the cloud, and because of the heat that he was able to create, he was able to create Kairen, right? Which is how he beat he still got beaten by Itachi, but that was his best move, right? If it was anybody else than Itachi, if it was a dude like Danzo, he would have destroyed Danzo for sure. But then you look at other characters like Madara. Madara is super important because Madara was always been told to be the strongest of the Uchiha. The Uchiha. Okay, so Madara being the strongest of the Uchiha being the strongest of the clan. That's actually of the Live Village. The strongest clan of the Live Village is actually crazy. But then it's actually super important because you see those, right? And then you see that he's close to the first Okage. And so then you realize that the first Okage was a hero. So if Madara was so close to the hero, then maybe there was something good about Madara, because Madara would have been. So Madara is the main antagonist. I don't like the fact that he did Kaguya. I don't like that. I would have liked the show to end with Madara. I would have loved that. They didn't need to do Boruto, blah 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 blah. So with Madara, it's kind of funny because Madara, being the protagonist, would have not have been friend. It's like, for example, right? I'm gonna take another manga that you guys might know because it's more recent, but My Hero Academia, right? It's like if I told you that All Might and One for All were best friends, it wouldn't make sense because they're completely different. But then if I told you they're best friend, there's a reason why, right? Which is actually quite important. Going back to our sheeps, right? The way the characters are written, but it's also the fact that they're so put in together. For example, you take a character like Obito, right? Who it's kind of funny because Obito main purpose in the show, yes, was to be the villain, yes, was to be the Ten-Tail, yes, was to be mad at Kakashi, right? Yes, it was to brought in the Nine-Tail. The whole story happened because of Obito. Obito was the one that summoned the Nine-Tails. It's not Madara, it's Obito, right? And Obito serves such a purpose, but the kid version of Obito serves a main purpose, and the purpose is to be the student of Minato, because Obito is a student of Minato. This is the anime, so I don't know much about it, but I know something about it, which I want to watch. I'm gonna finish Shameless and then we're gonna start watching Naruto because I want to watch Naruto for some reason. So it's kind of cool because yeah, I'm gonna do that because it's been a while since I've watched Naruto. Uh, okay, so then the whole purpose is because Minato is the sensei of Obito, and Minato is married to watch Naruto after Shameless. See, Minato, his wife was Kurunai, and because she saw Obito was like, I know we're gonna have a son, and I hope he's like Obito. Then you see that Naruto is exactly like Obito. So is it because he carried the will of fire, right? So for example, the will of fire could be, and again, if it is true, that would be so fucking cool. But it is like, for example, you see the brother of the younger brother of Tsunade, which was exactly like Naruto, who carried away. And again, since it's so cool because the brother of Tsunade, which was this is pretty fucking cool. So there's a theory that I believe in that Senju had multiple kids. One of them was Tsunade. So there's not a clear like a tree, a family tree, but I do believe that Naruto was a direct descendant or a one of the descendants of Arashima, which is Senju Arashima. The reality with Senju Arashima was, and then it would make Boruto so good because, okay, so it's complicated. But the first Okage wife was a Uzumaki. She was a Uzumaki, and Kurunai, which is the mom of Naruto, is a Uzumaki. Now, the coolest thing with Boruto is, for example, we know that there's okay, so it's complicated, but the whole thing starts from two brothers. So the sage of the sixth path, Kaguya discovered the chakra. She had a kid. The Kaguya, she was not a good guy. The son was a good guy, and then the son, to stop his own mom, he created a tail beast, which is again the whole story of Kuruma, right? This is the whole story. So what ended up happening, which is actually really cool, is the son, and then he has two sons, and those two sons are supposed to be the first incarnation of Naruto and Sasuke, right? But then you see that on multiple. So the son, one of the son had no. Okay, so one of the son was a prodigy, which is the first incarnation of Sasuke, was a genius, and the other one was the hard work, which is the first incarnation of the first incarnation of the Naruto. And now the coolest thing is there's a something called the Rinnegan, right? The Rinnegan is the strongest Kekken Genkai. We're gonna get into that later on. For now, so Boruto, the whole purpose was like, okay, well, Naruto has the Kuruma, which makes him strong. What does Boruto have? Well, Boruto has a cell from the first Hokage, as a cell from the first child and the second child, which will make him the perfect, and he's able to get the Rinnegan, right? Which is super cool. But then again, coming back to the sheep, to the ninja, and the way they written the characters. For example, one of the best story is again, it's we're talking about Minato, but one of the best story is Jiraiya, and the greatest thing about it, which is fucking phenomenal, is the first Hokage, right, was so strong, because he was so strong. This is the way it's written, and again, this is my perception, this is my opinion. You can agree, you can disagree. I don't give a fuck. Do what you want. I don't care. I don't care. But in this sense of the fashion, Senju being so strong made Tobirama weak because he had his brother to fight his battle. Tobirama being weak made him die, which made Iruzen the Turtle Kage. Iruzen being the Turtle Kage got the best students, which was Jiraiya, Orochimaru, Tsunade. Now with Orochimaru, it was not a good case. With Jiraiya, it was a good case. Jiraiya being in the same league as Iruzen and the Orochimaru wanted to be stronger, so he summoned wanted to summon the frogs, but he was so bad at casting jutsu that he got summoned himself. And then he told him about his students, right? So the best thing about it is he meets Minato, and Minato is a genius. Minato is a genius, and the way he is, and it's so fucking good because Minato is just like, I'm gonna create the Rasengan, I'm gonna be the strongest, one of the fourth Okage. So the Okage, the strength is the first Okage, the fourth Okage, the third Okage, the second Okage. That's the order of strength. Then you get the fifth. It's complicated after the fifth because it's complicated because Tsunade doesn't. Tsunade is complicated as a character. So for example, you see a show like Bleach. Bleach, right? I'm a manga fanatic. So Bleach, a lot of the characters are strong, are very strong, but they're healers. So for example, one of the strongest captain is Zaraki Kenpachi, right? But the first Kenpachi, she became a healer. So with Tsunade, it's hard. Is she a good ninja? Yes. Is she a strong ninja? Arguable, because she doesn't have a lot of skills, which are they're more skilled to heal. So with that being said, the toads tell them your prophecy, your destiny is to teach the kid of the prophecy. Like one of your kids is gonna save the world, right? So then it's super funny. He trains Minato, and you see Minato how strong he is. Minato is a genius. He's a fourth Hokage. He's super strong. A lot of people, what they don't know is Jiraiya actually waited until Minato was a fourth Hokage to lead the village, because my job is done here. And then the funniest thing with Jiraiya is that he went on for a war, and then he went to the rain village, and then he met Nagato. And Nagato, so he fights with he protects Nagato because he sees them as orphans, like, oh, poor kids. Then he trained Pain, and he trained Conan, and he trains them, and then he see that Nagato has the Rinnegan. The Rinnegan is what we're talking about before. Is the strongest of Kekken Genkai. What is a Kekken Genkai? Kekken Genkai is something in the genes. So, for example, with the Uchiha, they're gonna have the Sharingan at birth. With the Yuga, they're gonna have the Byakuya at birth. So it's a very strong thing. There was another one. I don't remember his name. I think it's Kimimaro, but he has the bone that he can use. The bone. There was a Aku that had both water and air as the nature, so she could do ice, which was really good. He could do ice. I don't remember. It's a dude or girl. I know it's ambiguous. Which would also make it kind of the first non-binary characters of a manga, technically speaking. But the coolest thing here is then he saw Nagato was like, holy shit, this is the student, right? But the funny thing with that is Jiraiya always had the answer, always had the answer. So during his travel, Jiraiya wrote a book, and that book was called Naruto. The main character of the book was called Naruto. Now, technically speaking, this is foreshadowing, so this is really good. So, because the main character was called Naruto, Minato has such a love for Jiraiya, and it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna name my son in your honor. I'm not gonna name him Jiraiya, I'm gonna name him Naruto, and I really like the characters. So, because Naruto was the name of the main character of the book of Jiraiya, Naruto was born and being called Naruto, right? Which is actually cool because the person that will save the world was a student of Jiraiya, but also called Naruto, which is fucking phenomenal, right? It's kind of nuts because at this point Jiraiya doesn't have students anymore. Jiraiya stopped having students, so it's not clear, it's not precise. Maybe in the anime, I didn't watch the anime, but it's not precise if the last student that he had was Nagato. It's not precise. It's not precise. But then he took Naruto, and he doesn't want Naruto. He just wanted something as like Akatsuki. It's like, okay, well, the after Naruto, the more he stays in the village, the harder it is to fight him. Now, what is the actual really cool, really cool scene is a moment before Naruto is Jiraiya decides to train Naruto. We see Itachi and Kisame comes in the village. It's like, okay, well, now they know where Naruto is. Now the village is in danger. I'll take Naruto and I'll leave. I'll just run away from the Akatsuki. And then that's when he starts training Naruto. And it's not clear if I don't know if there's a will to train Naruto, or it's just the fact that he love Minato so much. It's like, okay, I'm gonna train your kid because I love you, right? And it's funny because that being said, the way it's done, the only one that wanted to be the teacher was actually Tsunade. And that's actually cool because we're talking about reincarnation, but Tsunade is exactly that. So Tsunade, she wanted to train Sakura. She's like, okay, well, you're alone. Orochimaru didn't want to train Sasuke. So Orochimaru didn't want to train Sasuke. However, the goal in training Sasuke was because he was going to steal the body of Sasuke. So the stronger Sasuke is, the stronger Orochimaru can be. You get it? You get it. Cool. Jiraiya didn't want to train Naruto, but then he saw, okay, well, I'm going to train you. So the three legendary Sanin, Tsunade, Sakura, Minato, Jiraiya, Naruto, Orochimaru, Sasuke. So they kind of trained them, and that's super cool because that's exactly what I'm talking about. This is the reincarnation system. right? And then you have Naruto. And then the coolest thing about Naruto is there's more than just that comes into the thing. So it's super cool. So for example, I'm gonna take a character like Obito. Obito, which are arguably my favorite characters in Naruto. Obito has such a fucking fantastic story, and the goal of that Minato of Obito, you think like, oh well, is to be the ten tail Byakuya, which is the carrier of the ten tail, is to be the one to brings in the nine tail, but actually the role of Obito was to inspire Kuronai to say, if I have a kid, I want it to be like Obito. And because Naruto is so much like Obito, he has this desire to prove himself. And the desire to prove himself makes him works harder. And because he works harder, he becomes a child of legend. Which is why we call him Naruto, which is super cool. Now, the greatest thing about Naruto, and again, is the small details, right? So you take characters that don't even matter, So, for example, the ramen shop guy, right? He was a student of Minato. How cool was that? I don't think it was student of Minato. I think it was I don't remember. It's kind of complex, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Um, but it's such a good story. It's such a good story, and that's why. See, I started the video by saying Bleach has fantastic, and when I say fantastic, I do mean fantastic storytelling. The fact that Aizen was behind everything since the day one. See, Aizen was behind everything, but since day one, the Arankar were there, the Soul Society was there, the Quincy are the final boss is great. Naruto, however, builds his character more because apart from, and again, I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want to be an asshole, but apart from Ishigo, who is really well written in Bleach? Aizen, okay, cool. Who else? Ishida, okay, cool. Okay, who else? There's not a long list. In Naruto, there's a lot of characters. In Naruto, they talk about the characters that we love: Obito, Minato, Jiraiya, Hiruzen, Sanju, Otobirama, Madara, Pain, Orochimaru. Orochimaru is actually a really good characters. When you understand why he's doing the thing that he's doing, see, Orochimaru is actually super super interesting. Even in Orochimaru, I had a friend called Clownfish that was like, okay, well, I like Orochimaru. Then you realize that there's not a lot of people that like Orochimaru. Orochimaru, what he did was awful. He killed people. He killed innocent victims. He killed a genocide village. But Orochimaru was for a quest for power. And Orochimaru ultimately had a desire to win, to lead. Now, all of this was started because his parents were dead. So, technically speaking, even Orochimaru as a character is so good. So, Orochimaru starts off as a character that is very, not, I wouldn't say weak, but he's very average. And then his parents dies, and then Hiruzen see the kid. It's like, oh, poor kid. And then Orochimaru finds a white snake, and that white snake shed its skin. And then he says to Hiruzen Sensei, why does this snake shed his skin? And Hiruzen said, well, the snake was sick. By shedding his skin, is regenerating, is healing. So Orochimaru at that moment became obsessed with serpents. One of the other moments was he actually was, and that's not a lot of people don't know that. He was there when the younger brother of Tsunade died. Now there's a lot of people that don't know this, but I think that Orochimaru loves Tsunade. I think he loved her, and it's like we feel bad for her. So it's complicated because Tsunade loved Jiraiya, so it's almost a Sasuke Sakura situation, almost, right? Almost, and yeah, it's actually pretty much like that. And then Orochimaru wanted to protect her, and it's like, yo, I'm gonna do what I need to do. So, for example, and people tend to forget that Orochimaru had a fucking student, the girl from the Embu. What's her name? The girl who was in charge of the tests. You know she has black hair. Instructor. Woman. Naruto. Yeah, it's her. Anko Mitarashi. Yeah, it's her. So she used to be a student of Orochimaru. And Orochimaru let her live, and he didn't try to kill her. And it's super, super, super fucking cool. But then a lot of people say, oh, he tried to kill her. He tried to kill her because he wanted to use her later on. Doesn't matter, he didn't kill her. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow for more video. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. What the fuck?